Welcome to Bias Bites, a typically bi-weekly multi-fandom K-pop podcast. I'm Morgan, here today with Tracy and Megan, and you're listening to our special bonus episode where today we're diving into our experience at Twice's This Is For World Tour.
Before we jump into what happened at the concert, let's just spend a little time going over how each of us became a fan of Twice. I know this wasn't Morgan's first time seeing them. Morgan, where do you want to start?
Yeah, so this was my third time seeing Twice. They're one of my favorite girl groups. I was a casual fan of them for a while, before they came out with I Can't Stop Me, and that's when I kind of dove in. So I had seen them before at UBS in 2022, and then I saw them, it was 2023 when they played at MetLife. So this was my third Twice concert, and I had a lot of fun. It was so good to see them again. But what about you, Megan? Do you remember like your first time really getting into Twice?
So my first time really getting into Twice was actually through one of those really funny like YouTube quizzes that you can do, like those K-pop quizzes that make you choose one, drop one, and all of that. And I don't exactly remember which Twice song it was. I think it was Fancy, and it got stuck in my head that after the video I had to go look them up and ended up kind of listening through their discography. Found out that they're also part of JYPE. So as a stay, I was just like, oh, hey, I get to support a Stray Kids sibling group. And I've been listening to them ever since because they keep putting out a lot of really, really good bangers. And now, for the newest Twice fan, Tracy, what was your opinion of Twice before going to see them in concert?
For the concert, I didn't really have too much of an opinion. Nothing negative. I just really hadn't listened to them so much before. I know you guys had been trying to get me to listen to the playlist for a couple of months. I was dragging my feet a little bit, but definitely had a great time. I ended up knowing almost all of the songs, which shocked me. I didn't expect that. So I think it was great. I'm super, super glad that we got to go. It made it out of the group chat. The ticket situation, that was ridiculous. That was like serendipitous. So
We really
overall,
lucked out with
ooh.
that for sure.
Yeah, definitely all good opinions here.
I'm glad you ended up having a really good time. Especially for something that was like kind of last minute. We weren't sure where we were going to sit or anything like that. I feel like it all worked out so well. Let's talk about what happened on Friday when we got to see Twice. So we were able to get there a little bit early, and before we even got into the arena, we got to go to the pop-up, the This Is For pop-up at the Belmont Park Village and see other ones and things like that. So I don't know about you guys, but my favorite part was getting to meet all the other ones and trading freebies and hearing people's bias and kind of like chatting with people in line for the pop-up. I thought that was so much fun.
I think it was a great time. We definitely got rid of the bookmarks, that the freebies that we had made way quicker than I expected. That part where we got mobbed on the way in. Whoops. I think that everyone had some really cute stuff. And the one couple who was super shocked about freebies, and assuming that was their very first delve into freebie culture. So that was so adorable.
On our way into the concert, we were handing out freebies like to try to get rid of them before going into the arena. And Tracy stopped a couple who I don't know if it was like their first K-pop concert or anything, but they had no idea what we were doing. So that was fun. It was fun to see how excited they were when we handed them freebies, and that was cool.
I think the cutest ones that we ended up getting, somebody was giving out the heart-shaped keychains, and they were like, the photos were double-sided. They were so cute, though. I haven't seen those before, so I thought that was nice. I know you do the regular keychains, which I love, but it was cool to see like a different shape of them.
The hearts are fun.
I love a good bracelet. Bracelet freebies are usually always my favorite because, who doesn't love a good accessory?
I definitely wore a few during the show.
And it's nice too, like even months later to pop on a bracelet and it kind of like brings you back to being at the concert. So that is always fun.
And then you already have accessories for the next time you see them in concert. You're like, oh, I have all of these really awesome bracelets I got from the last concert, and now I can wear them and rock them with my concert outfit this time.
Do you ever like wear freebies from prior, like bracelets? Do you ever take old freebies with you and like rehand them out or trade with people? What's been your experience with that?
I don't. I get like emotionally attached to them. I like kind of remember the people who gave them to me. And so I have my like hoard of bracelets in my jewelry box and put them on whenever I feel like wearing them.
I'm gonna do a shadow box for all the freebies I've gotten from all the concerts I've gone to so far. For like each group that I've seen, give them their own like dedicated shadow box with all of the really cute freebies I've gotten.
That would be really adorable, actually.
And then you can always like look and remember the concert. That would be nice.
Yeah, it's like a really nice bit of decor that means something.
I thought the pop-up was really cool too. I know we ended up not going to the actual like official merch inside the arena, but the pop-up was so cute with all the decor, the couch with the Twice members on the pillows. It was just so crowded when we were there, but it was cool.
I'm still sad Tracy didn't get to get her bath mat.
I know, like that was the one thing that they were sold out of that I was so sad. Next time.
Next show we see that has a pop-up, maybe they'll have bath mats for the next idol group we go see.
Hope they do the pop-ups at UBS going forward, though. It was like a good setup. It was nice, especially if it was a group that like you collect for. I think it's interesting to be able to get different merch at the pop-up and then theoretically go into the arena and get the tour merch.
Yeah, and it gives you something else to do while you're waiting for the doors open if you get there super early to hand out freebies and trade freebies and just meet other fans. Like having another location you can go to pass some time instead of just standing outside the arena was really nice.
100%. Especially with the weather. It was nice to not just be standing outside.
Yeah, for all the listeners at home, it rained. It rained on us.
At least it was just like a drizzle. We got super lucky with that. It wasn't downpouring. It wasn't snowing. Oh my gosh.
It wasn't Megan at Stray Kids last June when Mother Nature dumped a entire thunderstorm on us.
I can say gratefully that I've never been in that situation at any concert I've ever been to. Just usually massive like heat waves, but never rain.
I'm glad it wasn't so bad. It definitely could have been worse, or we could have gotten drenched.
Yeah, we made out lucky enough.
Are you guys ready to go over the actual show that we got to see on Friday?
Yeah, let's do it.
So when the show first started, and they started pretty much on time. I know it was like a start time of 8. I think they started at like 8:15, so that was great that we weren't waiting for too long. First off, it was the 360 stage, which was cool. They came in through the middle, like the screen dropped, and then they played 4 before the girls came out on stage, and then the screen raised so that we could see the members during This Is 4. And this was when they wore those fuzzy white outfits with the tall boots, and like they all have the same skirt and just different embellished tops. So that outfit was for the first 8 songs that they did. As far as the set list went, we did 4, This Is 4, Into Strategy. Then they did Make Me Go, Set Me Free, I Can't Stop Me, and then they did Options and Moonlight Sunrise. I know this was my first time seeing a 360 stage performance. I don't know about you guys, but I thought it was a really cool idea.
It was definitely mine too. I've never usually gone to shows where there's like, you're on the floor, there's a pit, just like a handful sitting and you're like, up there. But this was awesome.
Yeah, the extended stage, you could see everything with the 360 stage, which was really, really cool. And the fact that it extended to both sides of the arena, you like had a great view of them basically no matter where they stood on the stage.
Yeah, even I feel like we had semi-obstructed view seats, but I don't actually
We
think
definitely did.
yeah, but it didn't really get in the way of like enjoying the performance.
No, definitely not. You still saw everything clearly, even though like our obstruction were just like some hanging wires. So it wasn't too bad. It wasn't like there was a post or a pole or something completely blocking our view. But even with partial obstruction, you could still see everything so clearly.
Well, they put everything up on the Jumbotron too, which is awesome. That was nice. You got all the angles. And I think they made an effort in doing the whole 360 stage thing. They really tried to make sure that everyone got a good view of something at some point.
Yeah, they definitely did. They did a really great job throughout the entire show, splitting their time between the main 360 stage and then the two offshoot stages and swapping around so that onces got to see all of them.
So actually on Instagram, the girl that I used to work with, her and her fiance actually went to the same show that we did. They were in the same like section as us, but directly in front of the center stage. So it was fun to see from their viewpoint. I was scrolling and was like, oh, wait a minute, I was just here.
I think the way they did the choreo too, like I was watching them and it really flowed so nicely, but they would hit like one side, the next side, and then like they were basically going in circles. You wouldn't have noticed it. Like they still kept to the choreo of the original dances, but it looked so effortless, but was really nice that they weren't facing just one direction for too long.
Yeah, and I think I really enjoyed the center of the 360 stage, the rising and falling platforms, and how like they'd go up on different tiers depending on the song and the choreo and everything. So it's like you never had an obstructed view of a member of Twice, even if they were on a rising platform on the middle of the 360 stage.
I loved how they brought the screens down, like the individual like cube screens. I thought
Oh,
that
the
was
tiny
really
cube
awesome.
screens.
Yeah. And that how like they lit up each stage as they went into the solo stages. I thought that was cool.
I loved it. Did you guys have a favorite of the first set list part?
I really enjoyed the performance of "This Is For" because that is my hype song lately. That's the song in the middle of the summer when it's nice out that I roll the windows down and blast as I'm driving to and from work. So getting to hear "This Is For" live was really fun.
I think Set Me Free was probably my favorite out of this bit of their whole performance. Just like this first segment. I really enjoyed that.
I love Set Me Free. I actually ended up enjoying Strategy. Not that I don't like Strategy. I think it's a great song, but I didn't think it would be my top in this set, but I loved the camera work for it and how they put up the lyrics on the Jumbotron. It was so fun and the girls did such a good job. I felt like it was really high energy for that song, so I thought that was really good.
I think it was definitely like a close like third for me.
It's hard to pick a favorite Twice song because they're all good.
They're
Twice
all
is one of those
bangers.
groups. I'm like, I love this song. Oh my gosh, I love this song. Like everyone.
I was actually listening again earlier to the set list while I was cleaning. We just had it going. My neighbor got to hear it too.
One thing that surprised me about this tour is that they didn't use the member videos in between stages as much. So between the first set of stages that we just went over and the next one, instead of like video, they had the dancers do a dance break. This was when all the dancers were out on stage in those like gray suits. I thought that was a really cool thing. I don't think I've actually seen that before. They filled the time with like a dance break. That was cool.
They had one backup dancer. I don't know if you guys noticed him. It's just particularly one guy who stood out to me who his dancing was just so good. It stood out up like above the others. I don't know why, but like every so often he would like pop up and I'd be like, "Oh wow."
That's fun. Yeah, I thought it was really neat. The second set, I would say that they did, this is where they came out in the like tan and brown lace-up outfits. My note for this was like lace-up pirate.
I have dubbed it steampunk pirate.
That is the vibe, right?
It's like sort of Western with some of the like fringe on the boots and definitely steampunky, definitely piratey, lots of corsets. These were my favorite outfits of the entire show. These outfits, they were amazing.
I actually saw the designer did a video about these outfits. I'll put it in the description too if anybody wants to watch the designers going over how they constructed these outfits. It's really interesting that they look super layered, but they're all like one piece each, which I think is really, really cool.
That sounds really interesting.
It was, I guess, to make it quicker to change in and out of the outfits, but you'd never know looking at some of these that it's like one piece. So I thought that was cool. In these outfits, we go to the set list now. They started off with Mars, and then I Got You, Into the Feels, Gone, Cry for Me, and then Hell in Heaven and Right Hand Girl. So I know we loved these outfits. I thought this set of songs was really fun. It's like a good mix of older and newer songs. Anyone want to talk about their like favorite part of this segment?
I really liked Cry for Me. That was my pick out of this list. That would be my favorite. It's also like the one that I knew the most of. I think it was just like super, super fun.
Whole section had the top songs of the entire show for me. It would be Mars, just because they went off with those vocals and those harmonies and those high notes, and it was so good. Cry for Me is just a bop, and I found listening to the set list leading up to the concert that that was like the song that would get stuck in my head constantly. And then Cry for Me leading into Hell in Heaven was also really good. The choreo was good, and they killed it in those outfits. I'm just obsessed with those costumes.
Their choreography was so good. Oh my god. I like wish I could pull half the moves.
The Cry for Me choreo is definitely one of my favorites. It is like so pretty to see how they all like come together and oh, it's so good. I thought that that would be my favorite song in this section because I love that song, but when they did Right Hand Girl, the energy was so good, especially Jiho. She was like so into it, so energetic. It was so just fun. It felt like the whole crowd was really into it too, which was awesome. So after the steampunk pirate Western cowboy outfits, they went into their solo stages. I'm just going to go over the order that they went in. So I know we haven't mentioned it yet, but for our show, Daehyun was not there. She unfortunately is back in Korea resting and recovering from a fractured ankle. So unfortunately, we didn't get to see Chess, but the solos that we saw in order, first we had Shui with Dive In, and then Mina did Stone Cold. Nayeon did Me. Then Jungyeon did Fix a Drink. Chaeyoung Shoot. Jiho, her solo ATM. Sana Decaffeinated. Momo, Move Like That. And then I put this in with the solos. We had the trio from K-pop Demon Hunters do Takedown. So that was Jiho, Jungyeon, and Chaeyoung. So did we have any favorite solos? Any songs that you were surprised by that you didn't think you'd like as much as you did?
Okay, I'm gonna go on record. I'm not a country person. I am not a country person at all. But Fix a Drink, I think, hands down, my favorite solo. I don't know what it is about that song, but oh my god, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good. And her outfit, her cowboy hat, that country western outfit she was rocking. Oh man, the choreo, she knocked it out of the park. It's of I loved all the solos, but I think I would have to rank Fix a Drink at number one for me.
I definitely think so too. Cowgirl Jungyeon is like one of my favorite things. I love that song. It gets stuck in my head all the time, but the stage is so fun too. I don't even like country music either, but just Jungyeon's version of country music, I love. I could listen to all the time.
It's a certified bop.
It really gave me like early 2000s Shania Twain. I don't know if anyone else felt that same way, but I really enjoyed it. I don't love country music myself, but thoroughly enjoyed it. The vocals are so good. Her stage was so incredible too. My only complaint was that it wasn't the full song.
Yeah. So I thought it was interesting. None of them ended up performing the full songs. They did like short clips, but there was absolutely no pause between the solos. So it literally went from one to the next, to the next, to the next, to like that. It really almost felt like one fluid song. I don't know how to explain it, but the way they utilized the 360 stage so that it was not broken up in any way was really interesting.
No, I was gonna say that too with the 360 stage, the way that they utilized it. Somebody would start on the left side and then somebody's popping up for their solo on the right side and then the next person's coming up from the middle. So it's like there was never any overlap with getting themselves or the dancers off the stage to get the next song going and it just flowed so nicely.
I know we were over on like from our point of view, we were closer to the left-hand side of the stage. And so seeing Chewie she had those metal bars for her solo.
Oh, that was so cool.
So
That
cool.
was really cool. I loved her vocals in Dive In.
So good.
I mean, all of their vocals were amazing, and all of the solo outfits also really, really, really good and really on par with the themes of their songs and really showcased their individuality throughout their solos, which was really, really great.
Jiho in her sunglasses during ATM was so cool.
I think that's my favorite. ATM and Me are like my two favorite in that order out of the solos.
I feel like Jiho just has like cool girl vibes, and ATM is like the epitome of like a cool girl song.
The hoodie, I was like, that is super, super fun. It's how she came out, it was cool.
I love how each of the solos also show off their personality. Like Chaeyoung's shoot is like it's so her. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like a little bit quirky, and sweet and just like so Chaeyoung. That song gets stuck in my head all the time. I also think that the trio for Takedown, the K-pop Demon Hunters stage, our section must have had some K-pop Demon Hunters fans in it because everybody was so hyped during Takedown, but their vocals were so good. I was so impressed.
I think that's the song I went the hardest on, to be honest. It was definitely a banger.
That was fun. Okay, so after all the solos, after Takedown, there was like a small break between the solo stages and then the next set. So this was the last like official segment of the show. My notes for their outfits, I said it was jewel-toned cave woman like fuzzy outfits. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it definitely gave prehistoric cave woman vibes.
I see that 100%. I was trying to figure that out, how to word it. That sums it up nicely.
Yeah, it was like a mix of browns, tans, and reds, but it was like the fur detailing on things, I think, was what is giving the like cave woman vibes, especially Jihyo's top. It has a fuzzy collar almost on it. I thought it was funny, but I like the way they look together. Just everyone is so different, but they really incorporated that fake fur fuzz into every stage somehow, it seemed like.
Yeah, they did.
Very
So,
cohesive.
they're cute. So this section, it definitely felt like more nostalgic. None of these are newer songs. These are heavy hitter fan favorite. They started with Fancy into What is Love, Yes or Yes, Dance the Night Away, and then the last song of this section was One Spark.
Did you have a favorite?
I love What is Love. I think it's so fun, like how they do the choreo. So on the different shows, sometimes Jihyo will have somebody do the high note. So on our show, she just took it. So I thought that was fun. But I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the energy during this set of songs especially was so high. It seemed like everybody was so into it. Everybody was singing and dancing, and I thought it was so good.
No, I agree. Onces were absolutely losing their mind for this set of songs, and it was so fun to just watch them all dancing from their seats and screaming the words and cheering along with the girls on stage.
Megan, did you have a favorite song from this set?
But What is Love I was screaming those lyrics at the top of my lungs. I love What Is Love. It's so cute, and that's like the music video for that is one of my favorite Twice music videos, just because I love watching it and love pointing out like all the movie references throughout the entire music video.
I have to check that out. I've not really watched any of their music videos so much, like a handful, but not really. It hasn't stuck with me yet.
I think it's hard not to sing What Is Love. It's just so fun. Like the energy is so contagious, really. Tracy, did you have a favorite song from this section?
I really enjoyed Yes or Yes. I enjoy that on a regular day, but seeing it live was so much better. Second runner up would be What Is Love, because that one's also, I really enjoy it. I can't hit the notes as well, so I don't love it as much, but
I don't think any of us can hit the notes as well as Twice can.
otherwise we'd be up there.
It's fun to try though. It's fun to try.
I like that they ended the set with One Spark. I feel like it's a good close to such a high energy set. Not that One Spark isn't high energy because it is, just in a different way. For me, at least, it feels more like sentimental. And so I thought that that was a nice way to round out. And then this is where we had the break and people could do the dance challenges and the Jumbotrons were showing everybody dancing to all the different songs. This has happened at every Twice concert I've been to, but it never gets old. It's so fun to see people dance to their favorite songs.
That's what like brings the energy though, right? Like that's what makes it. I can't imagine going to a concert and seeing nobody sing or dance along. That would be scary.
It is a nice break too between the set list and getting ready for the encore. I know the girls probably need some time to like cool down and get changed and everything, but it's a fun way to keep the energy going, waiting for them to come back out for those last couple songs. So for our encore set, we actually were the only night that got the girls in the white tour shirts or the like hoodies. Or I think they are actually shirts. I think Jungyeon just wore like a white t-shirt under it, but their styling is super cute. It was very casual, but I thought that they all looked really fun on stage. And so our encore songs for New York Day 2, we got Feel Special and Talk That Talk. I know a lot of the stops have gotten Feel Special because people were really sad that it got taken off the set list. And then it's the last song that was being changed up for every different day. So, what did you guys think about the encore?
I feel so special that it got to be part of our experience.
I had fun just watching the girls interact with all of Once's. They were, throwing hand hearts, and I saw a couple of phones get snatched for selfies a few times and everything from where we were sitting. So it was just fun to watch them walk the entirety of the stage and wave and, just be really, really cute to the fans.
I saw Jungyeon like dancing and throwing signs up to fans and stuff. It was so cute.
And it looked like they were enjoying themselves with it too, like interacting with Onces. And that's what matters the most is that they're also having a great time on stage with the fans.
The part when they stopped for selfies, that was super cute. They like did both sides of the stage and then they let everyone take a few seconds to get some good shots, which I thought was a nice touch, considering that the stage was so large and it's kind of hard to get that all in one.
It is cool to see, even looking at the photos that they posted from the encores, like you can see all of the 100 section, really. All of Lower Bowl is up in that.
I was trying to find us in it, but I couldn't.
What did you guys think about the special pick that we got, Talk That Talk? I thought it was a really fun encore song. I saw that day 3 they played Donut, which I was like, "Ugh, that is my actual favorite Twice song." But I think Talk That Talk let us leave on such like a high note.
Yeah, it definitely did. It kept the energy up for it being like the last song of the evening. They ended it on such a high, really nice energy song that it kind of helped keep the PCD, the post-concert depression, away just for like a little bit longer because you were still so hyped on like the concert adrenaline ending on such a high song.
I definitely agree with that. I think that was a nice nice way to round everything out, like Morgan said before.
It was definitely a very high energy encore between Feel Special with the fan chant and everybody screaming, talk that talk. That was fun. Okay, so now that we went over the show, I know Megan already said that her favorite outfit was the steampunk Western cowboy pirates.
They all just look so good.
They looked so good. Tracy, did you have a favorite set of outfits for the night?
I actually really enjoyed the tour shirts that when they all came out, they're all wearing like different stylized pieces of the same exact shirt. So I thought that was nice. It was like crop top, the one where it's like a dress. I thought that was super, super, super fashionable of them and a great way to really to showcase how different they all are, but still keeping it as a group, which I really loved.
Every time a group wears an encore shirt like this, it makes me wish I got that shirt like at the merch stand before. My favorite was the white beaded outfits. The boots are crazy. They're definitely like thigh highs, but I really love the beaded details on all the tops and how the outfits themselves are pretty similar, but they still change it up so much just with some of the accessory detailing. I thought that was so cool, and they're so pretty. Jiho's, I think, was my favorite, just like all the bedazzling across her neckline and everything was so pretty. And then, did we have a favorite song from the night? Well, if you could pick one, what would be your favorite pick?
Ooh.
I think energy wise, for the entirety of the show, Takedown would be my overall pick. But my personal two favorites, again, were Me and ATM, I think. But just Takedown in general would have been like the highest point for me.
I could definitely do a top 3 in terms of the group songs, and it would be Mars, This Is For, and then Cry For Me.
I love that. I said Gone, Cry for Me, and What is Love. Gone has grown on me so much since it's been released, and seeing it live, like it really made me just fall for it even more. And I have to give an honorable mention to Stone Cold, Mina's solo stage. I love that song. And every time I see Mina on a big screen, my jaw like drops. She's so beautiful every time. So that was fun.
They're all so pretty, and I wish I could pull off half of the styles that they wear. I think that's just amazing.
I'm glad that Daehyun's getting her rest, but it was sad not to have her be there. I know, Tracy, you love chess, so it was sad that she wasn't there, but I hope that she's resting well, and I think she's expected to be back again for the April shows. So,
I hope she takes as much time as she needs to get better. I hope that she's not rushed because I know that's always a concern.
100%. Did anyone have a favorite, like, overall moment from the show?
My favorite part was when we left and we weren't really sure if we were going the right way. And it was just like that mass confusion and everyone just got stuck. There were so many people. We got stuck at the train station and couldn't cross for a while. Hundreds of us, which was crazy.
That was your favorite part?
Favorite moment?
That was my least favorite moment.
It's the adventure of it.
Oh God, no, that made me realize how old I am.
No, I felt great. I thought that was wonderful.
Nope.
And also it gave me a chance, I think, to really see everyone else's like outfits for the concert, what everyone else wore, everyone else's discussions on it. So I thought that was interesting for sure.
I think my favorite moments were when the girls were like on the extended stages and like you could see them interacting with fans. At one point in time, Jihyo had her like fur hat and she was like spinning it around. It was really funny.
I love that hat. It's giving Davy Crockett, but fun.
But fun. That's funny.
I think a favorite moment of mine, surprisingly, doesn't have to do with the girls. They were fantastic, but I love when there's a live band. It's my favorite part of K-pop nowadays is seeing how many groups are touring with live musicians. So the band getting to have like their moment to play, and then all of their incredibly talented backup dancers on stage covering the entirety of the 360 stage from left, right, center. Them getting to have like a really good moment and a dance break just with the band getting to play, all of us getting to enjoy the live music. That's always such a highlight of shows for me.
I'm going to second that as well, though. Having a live band, this is my second actual K-pop concert, and I recently missed TXT's show where they had a live band. So I was so excited to see that for Twice. That was amazing. Their keyboardist goes hard. Wow.
Good. I love that they had a section of the night to just showcase the band and like each musician got to take some time to solo. It was really cool.
I think I actually got some really good photos of them too.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, we had great seats so close to the band. Like we got to see the band in their little like pit section and it was just so fun watching them rock out.
Being able to see them, it made it nice to be on that side of the stage so that you could see the band. It makes a huge difference. Like just the energy of the show, having live musicians over just the like backtrack. I think it's really cool. I really had a great time. I'm glad it sounds like you guys had fun too. Tracy, I know it was your second K-pop concert you've come to us to, so I'm glad it sounds like you had fun.
I had a great time. Honestly,
I would see twice. I mean, I'd probably see them more than twice, but yeah. For the pun, I would see twice.
Thrice.
oh, I would
I
go
would
see
see
Twice
twice,
thrice.
thrice.
That would be nice.
Okay, so before we get into the rapid fire, Tracy, you need to give us the answer to your riddle from our last episode.
This has kept me up at night. I still can't figure it out.
Have you guys gotten anywhere with it?
Absolutely not.
I just said, this has kept me up at night. I've gotten nowhere with it.
Why don't you recap the riddle and then give the answer?
Okay. So there's a green glass door, and Subin can go through this green glass door, but Bumgyu can't. Taehyun can't. Anyone else in the band cannot. And it kind of goes along with all names, all words. So the whole point of the riddle is that anything with double letters, two letters in the same row of the same letter, can go through the door, but anything without it cannot. So none of us technically could. You can take a coffee through the green glass door, but you can't take water.
So the whole point of the riddle is that it has to have two of the same letters next to each other?
Yes, two consecutive of the same.
That's why Heesung can go through the door, but Jake cannot.
That is correct.
Huzzah, ATs! Wooyoung can go through the door.
That's so funny. No Twice member. Hold on.
No, none of them.
No
of
Twice member can go
them.
through the door.
All right. So if you're waiting for the answer to that riddle, I hope that now you're satisfied. Because I never would have gotten that to be so real.
I would have never in a million years. You could have given me a million guesses in a million years, and I would have never, ever picked that up.
I think that's my favorite riddle. You have to think about it.
All right. Are we ready for this week's rapid fire question?
Ready.
Okay. I'm going to ask Tracy first and then Megan. If you could have any idol cover a Twice song, what song would you pick and what idol would cover that song?
Oh, that is actually a fantastic question. Without thinking too hard on it, I would love to see ATM, but covered by TXT. Or specifically, if it's like a solo song or a duet, maybe Subin and like Kai from TXT cover Apple of My Eye.
That would be fun. I feel like seeing Kai cover a Twice song would be fun no matter what song it is. Megan?
So, Stray Kids has joked that maybe their next comeback will be a country western, so I want Stray Kids to cover Fix a Drink.
All of them or one member in particular?
Oh boy, no. I would say probably then if I had to go one member covering because it's a solo, give me Changbin. Give me the king of the girl group dances covering Fix a Drink.
Oh my gosh, I was thinking Sungmin, so when you said Changbin, I'm like, yes, have the main rapper cover this country western song.
He wouldn't be, but you know he'd kill the choreo.
It would be awesome. I would love to see.
And if I had to choose one for like an entire group to cover, just because it would be hilarious to me, I want ATs to cover This Is For.
Oh, that'd be fun. I picked a more serious answer to this. I feel like I really would love to see Suno, but if they were to do a duet, I think like Suno and Jungwon singing What Is Love would be so fun and so cute to see the Pockets do that.
It would be cute for the Pockets to cover that.
Aw. I actually though really hope that at some point in this timeline we get to see AT's cover This Is For, because I think that would be awesome.
I'm pretty sure that they would knock that choreo out of the park too. just think of Hongjoon just, dancing.
We can start writing emails now requesting.
Send it to KQ, everybody send it to
Yeah.
KQ. Tell them we want ATs to cover This Is For.
Specifically in the cobalt blue outfit.
I mean, but they could also just rock the pirate ones too.
That's very true. Keeping the steampunk pirate vibe.
But specifically Twice's outfits they'd have to wear, not their own.
Man, ATs covering Mars then would be so much fun. Just bring back the steampunk pirates and have them cover that too. All right, we're emailing so much to KQ, guys. So send in your answers to this week's question, letting us know which idol and or group you would like to see covering a Twice song. Send it to us by emailing hello@biasbitespod.com or sending a DM to us at biasbitespod. We'll read off our favorite answers on the next episode.
Thanks for listening to this special episode of Bias Bites. If you enjoyed today's episode, please follow, rate, and review the podcast. Tune back in next Wednesday for a regular show format where we discuss the latest K-pop updates. You can find Bias Bites on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and on YouTube.
Please make sure to follow us on social media for even more hot takes and to see our posts from the Twice concert. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at Bias Bites Pod.
That's all for this week's special Twice episode. This has been
Bias Bites.
Bites.